Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Dave Koken and Adam Trigger of WagerTalk.com. Today, we're headed over to the Big Ten. We got Michigan State open as a 3.5-point favorite, total 52. This one's been bet way up, Adam. I honestly want to make a case for the Hoosiers here, but man, ever since I bet Michigan State against Miami and got them to cash on that money line, I have been dead wrong about Sparty. Tell me who you like in this game.
Well, Cal, I'm going to try to make a case for Indiana. You know, they are banged up and they have injuries, and that's a concern. It's probably why the line is where it is. But, you know, I'm just not a big believer in Michigan State. The only ranked team they've even played was that game you went to down in Miami. And we were sitting together at the bar this week watching Michigan State Rutgers, and I must have said out loud a couple times, I really feel like Rutgers could be winning this game. And I just feel like it was more of a lack of execution by Rutgers than it was Michigan just pounding them, which is what the final score looks like if you were to just go back and read the box score of that Michigan-Rutgers game. You know, Indiana's 2-3, but their losses this year are to the number two Iowa, number 3 Cincinnati, and number 7 Penn State. And I think you can make a pretty good argument that they should have beat Cincinnati. They actually had them for the majority of that game. So I think Indiana is capable of a big effort. You know, I know Penix is out, but he hasn't really had a great season as it is. The thing here is, Michigan State doesn't have a great offense. And I think that because they're a little inconsistent on the offensive side of the ball, if they get off to a slow start, I think it could keep Indiana in the game here. It's also a really weird spot for Michigan State. The fact that they play back-to-back road games, just had to play at Rutgers. Now you have to go on the road again here. And they have arguably the biggest Michigan State-Michigan rivalry on deck. I know it's 2 weeks away and they have a bye week, but you can't tell me they're not already looking at that a little bit. That could be, as far as recent memory, I can't remember a bigger potential Michigan State matchup. So there's concerns here, but if I was going to play this one, I'm taking the points with the Hoosiers. I think they can I think they can hang around in this.
Dave, we're starting to see fives pop up on the WagerTalk odds screen, but Adam kind of touched on something that was my thought process here. Michigan State just has to cruise into this bye and then get ready for Big Brother Michigan the following week. Do you buy into too much of teams going into a bye and then having a big game on deck?
Depends on the situation for the team and who they're playing. And that's the problem I have here. I mean, I think the spot does favor Indiana. I think they're certainly a capable football team, but there's that one name that pops up, and it's Jack Tuttle. He's going to be a quarterback for Indiana. He's just not very good. I mean, he was a guy who was very highly regarded coming out of high school, but it hasn't worked out for him in the college ranks. And I worry about him committing a critical turnover or Indiana keeping the game plan so simple that they're not able to be effective against a good Michigan State defense. I made the number 4.5 in the game, so it's right where it should be. And I don't want to play Michigan State in this spot. But as much as Penix was struggling, he was still a better option on the field than Tuttle, who's just going to have to prove to me that he can play at this level. He has not done so thus far in his college career. So I guess, it's certainly a pass for me in terms of whether I'm going to bet the game. But in terms of an opinion, I think I'd have to go with the red-hot Spartans to stay that way.
Thank you to Dave and Adam. Make sure you're following both guys on Twitter at Dave Koken and at Top Flight SI. Then head over to our WagerTalk YouTube channel and check out all of our other videos.